Today on the table, we have a Beretta 950B. I'll show you that here. You can see it says Beretta Model 950B right there. Now this one is chambered in 6.35. You can see that here, which is a 25 ACP. They came in two different models. There was a 25 ACP and then a 22 short. So these are actually called a Jetfire, and then the 22 shorts are called a Minx. So I'll just go over some kind of cool little features with these. They made these from 1952 to 2003, and this one's actually pretty early. This one's like a mid to late 60s is the serial number, or based on the serial number off of this one. They were made in 3 different countries. So this is an Italian-made one, as you can see here. And they were also made in Brazil and in the United States. And it's got kind of an interesting frame material-wise. So the frame is actually made out of aluminum, so it's actually really light, but then the barrel and the slide are carbon steel. So you can feel there is a little bit more weight to the top of it, but it weighs, it feels like a pound, if that. It's super light. Now this 25 ACP, and I'll show you here, it has a little tiny 8-round magazine here, as you can see there. Just a little round magazine. And then these are a pop-up barrel pistol, so you don't see that too common. So if you flick this little lever, the barrel pops up. So you can obviously see that it's not loaded, and it's got a heck of a feed ramp on there as well. So that's pretty cool. Now, another distinction on why this is an earlier model is that the ones from pre-1968, those don't have a safety lever on them. So, and then this one also, as you can see, does not have a safety lever as well. So what happened was that after 1968, there were some drop issues. So what would happen is that they employed an internal firing pin for safe hammer down carry instead. And then what happened was that would kind of cause the fire, or the pistol to fire if it was dropped on the hammer, of course. And so what happened is later models, they're provided with like an external safety lever like you see on most pistols, and those are the 950BS. So as you can see here, this is just the 950B, but the ones with the S at the end, that S stands for safety. So if you remember on the video that I made before on my Beretta 92F, because it's a 92F versus now what they make is the Beretta 92FS, that S, what they changed, that S stands again also for safety. So they've incorporated that over the years on multiple different pistols by making modifications and changing that and adding that S at the end for safety purposes, and probably for liabilities with them as well. I think I mentioned too that this in the 25 ACP is a 8-round magazine, and then in the 22 short it's a 6-round magazine, and the short is actually called a Minx, and it's just a tiny bit smaller than this one. But they made these from 1952 to 2003. Obviously they don't make them anymore, but they are just a super cool vest pocket pistol. They were never intended for a main carry. These Jetfires were intended as a backup pistol, and they were used, for self-defense from undercover agents, police officers, some individuals who were licensed to carry. But it wasn't really a main self-defense pistol. It was, secondary self-defense pistol. And the 22 short, which is the Minx, that was never advised or intended to have, any self-defense capabilities because it's such a small caliber with that 22 short. But anyways, super cool. You can see it here. I love Berettas. It's just a really cool little pistol, or a really cool little pistol. So there you go. If you have questions on it, let me know if you have one. Let me know if you have a Minx. I'd love to find a Minx, and I'd like to find one too in the stainless finish, which is really cool too. But if you have a Minx as well, let me know, because I have some 22 short ammo I bought thinking it was long rifle, and I wasn't paying attention, grabbed a bunch of boxes, and I'm like, I don't even have a pistol to shoot it. So I might try to find a Minx to get one of those as well. But thanks again for watching.